Okay, Ehrenberg is gone.
Are you excited for this guest?
I kind of am very excited because I was listening to their album. Well, their big hit 7OD. Can we get them on? Now, is this the whole band we got? Who we got here? Ladies and gentlemen,
iNTeLL.
what's that? Yo,
iNTeLL.
how are you, young man? Second generation Wu, children of Wu-Tang Clan. Congrats on the new album.
Thank you.
What's up? We were supposed to have you on a couple weeks ago, but we thought that you got COVID or something, or you forgot to call in. How are you?
I'm good. I definitely woke up late. My apologies.
We have been doing that too, because we shifted to 2 o'clock. So the guys in the booth were doing cocaine until 8:30 in the morning.
Young man, don't
because
listen
they used
to
to
him.
just do cocaine and then come in at 9 o'clock in the morning. So now they're all weird, and we got this morning radio DJ, Andy, in the afternoon. The guy's not used to it at all.
He's an absolute idiot. Absolute idiot.
I don't do cocaine in America, so it's been a while.
What country do you do it in?
Canada.
Nice.
Are you in Canada right now?
No, he's in
No,
America.
I'm at home.
Oh, but you do cocaine in
Staten
Canada.
Island, Shaolin.
What do we call you? What's your name?
iNTeLL, iNTELL, son of you God.
That's a great birth name. How hard was it to fill out on the birth certificate? Was the nurse upset?
She was perplexed, I would say.
You come from hip hop royalty, and I mean, clearly you invented the coronavirus.
That's not true.
It's not the same thing.
No.
Just to make it harder, while I build all the singles and put out all the music, just to, add a little challenge.
Do people, because everybody was doing a tie-in from Wuhan to Wu-Tang. Did you come up with anything during that time?
No, I saw that and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let that live on its own. And
You
do
just
my
let
own.
it go.
Yeah.
What's it like growing up in a hip-hop household? You must have been tripping over jewelry all the time, bitches running around.
Absolutely. Fucking 40s and blunts. It was absolutely fucking amazing. You know what I mean? Like, it's just nonstop creativity.
So at what point do you say, I want to become my own man and become my own artist? How old were you?
It's probably like 18, to be honest. So, yeah, when I was in college, I was like, I'm going to go to school for film, but I'm also going to still push music as heavy as I possibly can.
Yeah. And
I would imagine being around it. It's there's no middle ground. You either fall in love with what you grow up around, or you're like,
or you hate it.
Yeah, or you're like, I'm doing something fucking different.
Absolutely. It's in my fucking DNA. Like, I was like, y'all want me to do something else? How? This is all y'all did around me for my entire life, and it's in my DNA. Like, this is what I'm destined to do.
Well, iNTeLL, I will pay you this compliment. Like, I went to listen to your some of your music this morning because that's what I love about the afternoons. I can actually sit and relax. And I was listening to your hit song. What is it? 7OD.
Yeah.
And
Stop that in November.
dude, the lyric, because I say this to these idiots all the time. God made everything around me. Forget about the money. None of it is real, y'all. Like, that literally jumped out at me because, like, my mother used to, like, money's not real. It's fake. They're printing more of it every day. And that spoke to me. And I'm like, I really got into that song. Like, I thought that was great.
And I wanted to elevate, when we came up with that, we wanted to elevate, and pay homage to the Wu, the founders, obviously, but also elevate what the messages they were trying to give back in the 90s.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I know of Wu-Tang Clan, but, dude, I'm 51. I never really, I listen to fucking chick music and shit and old fucking Soundgarden and stuff. But so I never got into Wu. But, like, I was listening to your album. It's solid, man. I mean, listen, kiddo, you're going to go far in this biz. But, like,
wait, Wu-Tang came from Staten Island. Is that correct?
Yeah, some of them came from Brooklyn, and then some of them came from Staten Island, so it's a fusion, but the foundation of the Wu-Tang Clan is, Staten Island.
Now, Staten Island is traditionally, a lot of people will say this, not me, but Pete Davidson, other people will say it's a shithole. But out of shitholes sometimes come great things, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Where would you rather live, Staten Island or Brooklyn?
I mean, Staten Island made me the incredible, fucking amazingly gorgeous human being that I am at this present moment. So I'm gonna have to choose Staten Island because I don't play around with time travel. But in a different universe on Earth 2279, I would rather be born and raised in Brooklyn.
Pete Davidson, fan of him or no?
Yeah, oh, he's hilarious. Yeah.
Even though he shit on Staten Island, did you feel slighted when he did that?
When you have this love-hate relationship with Staten Island, it's going to come out in your art, and but he's still bringing eyeballs to Staten Island, and he's not like, yo, I was born here, but I'm from Brooklyn. There's plenty of people I know that I grew up with, born in the same hospital, but I see them flexing, with their music, talking about they from Brooklyn. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, that's crazy to me, because I'm like, yo, niggas is gonna find out, bro. You bugging.
Yeah. One of the Jersey Shore women was from there. Do you ever watch that
I
show?
thought they were all from there.
Absolutely not. I don't want my eyes to bleed. It's not my type of
It's
television.
not your type of show.
He's throwing gay bait at you, Intel. Hey, do you watch Jersey
The
Shore?
bitches, not the male hoes.
Come on.
The bitches.
Yeah,
It'd
it's
be
a
great
lot
if
of
he's like,
shirts
what
off on that
season?
show. I'm not with it.
Do you get to crush puss because you're in a band?
He's a handsome son of a bitch. He's fucking everything that moves.
I did, but I'm currently I'm engaged, and I have a 1.5-year-old and another baby on the way.
Oh, good for you, young man.
So,
Thank you. But
and you're
college was
18.
fun. College was very fun.
You're 18, and you have a
Not
baby.
18.
I'm 28.
Oh, he's 18.
Well, watch this.
I couldn't tell.
I would argue
Hey,
now.
that's a compliment. That's a compliment.
Now watch this. I would argue now because I'm
He's
older.
got COVID. He
I
just
bet you
coughed.
become so much more focused on your
Hold on.
music. I bet you become so much more focused on your music and your writing now that you fucking have the wife and the child and it grounded you, right?
Absolutely.
Really?
I'm doing it. It's something bigger than myself, so the drive is intense.
I do the same thing. Do you smoke weed still?
Absolutely. I am trying to get my medical card because in 1994 I was a survivor of gun violence. So I'm pretty sure I qualify. So yes, I
Jesus.
do
Wait, so-
partake for medicinal purposes.
This is great. So you dropped the gun on your own foot?
No. I was, I was only
great.
2.5. I didn't even know what a gun was.
You were 2.5?
Yeah, wrong place, wrong time.
What were you doing? So where were you buying drugs when you were 2.5?
Yeah, why were you looking for trouble
Man,
at
they
two
were-
and
they
a
were just
half?
listen, I told them once, I told them twice, get off my fucking block.
Yeah.
How do you steal a
going to
car
birthday
when your
party.
foot is too short to reach the pedals? How are you?
I pulled my pull-ups up and I went and claimed my set.
No, it wasn't a drive-by. It was a 3-wheel by.
It was a big wheel buy.
Is this a real story? Were you shot when you were 2.5?
Yeah, absolutely. March 1994. I was going to a birthday party, and wrong place, wrong time, dark. In the hood, guys shooting at each other. I just caught one.
But you can't say wrong place, wrong time when you're 2.5. You didn't choose to go to that place.
That's true. That's true.
Where'd you get shot? In the leg?
No, I went through my hand, through my body, out my back. I was paralyzed from the waist down for a little bit, and I lost my left kidney.
Can I ask you this?
Jesus
And I asked my friend JC Best this last night. When you see crime that happens in a neighborhood like that, where it's people will say shit like that is a victimless crime, where it's clearly not. When you're just there and you get shot, is that systemic racism, or can you actually say no? Some people just fucked up and shot the wrong people.
In that particular circumstance, I would 100% say people just fucked up and shot the wrong people. I don't think, race had anything to do with it. It was just motherfuckers don't know how to shoot, man. Like niggas ain't trained. If you don't you know what I'm saying? So many people don't know how to even use a gun. They don't know about recoil and kickback and weight and aiming and none of that shit. It's ridiculous. So a lot of innocent people get shot.
Yeah. You know how to shoot?
I don't with 100% accuracy, but I did go to the South and, I got to fire.
Got to run from a
on the
lot of
range
people
a little
shooting
bit.
at you. It's a skill. I'm not that good at it, but it was like I was going to get a gun when all this shit went down for the house, and you have to know a lot of stuff about it. Like, you can't just have a big, huge, willy-nilly shotgun if you got neighbors next door, because it's going to go through. Gino owns like 3 guns.
I don't own any guns.
A whole
Ignore
bunch
him.
of big shit.
Yeah. Do you feel you live in Staten Island still?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel the need for protection in your house being a rapper? Because you see a lot of time. And let me say this: rappers are black superheroes at this point in time. Because if a rapper dies and someone makes an off-kilter joke about them, those people get fucking doxxed.
Whoa, you
like
can't say
that.
those people.
I mean, the white people that made the joke.
Oh, because
I
those
don't-
people
I
get
don't-
pissed if you say
Staten
that.
Island is pretty, safe for the most part, especially where I live. I live in like in the middle of the island. It's the North Shore where shit is getting kind of crazy. I
didn't
guess
even
because
know
the quarantine and whatever the case may be. But in New York, there's a lot of gun regulation, so it's not everybody's not walking around with a hammer. So I don't feel the need to walk around with one. But if I was to move to a state where everybody and their mama got one, you best believe I'm gonna have 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you, let's talk a little music. Like how, like with the COVID thing going on, like how's it been affecting you? Like, obviously you can't do live performances. How have you been able to ply your trade, so to speak? Have you been doing like the live shows? Well, the online shit?
I tuned into a couple of live shows people invited me to. I didn't throw any of my own because, the concept is still new to me. But I'm still being persistent and consistent with dropping singles. I just dropped a single, Legacy Drip, that's out. We got a video coming out soon. So we're still giving people content to listen to while they're locked up and they can't go. And hopefully once things open back up, we can get right back to doing live shows because people are going to want to get back to experiencing some ill shit.
I did a show last night in the back of a barber shop. I did stand up in the back of a barber shop outside with like 18 people. And people are happy to see it. There was still some drunk motherfuckers there, and people are just like, in Astoria, Queens, they don't give a shit. People are just going outside. It was like a Saturday night there last night. It's going to be fire when it comes back. Did you make a video during quarantine, or was this a video from before?
No, so we did a song with 88 Keys and we shot that video during quarantine and put it out. And then the video we just did for Legacy Drip was, like last month. So, during this whole phasing period. But when we did it during quarantine, it was real safe and small shoot, small set.
I decided I'm going to shoot a special. Like before this is over, like a stand-up special in Central Park. But what's it like doing an actual production during all this shit? Are people scared? Are people getting worked up when they see cameras around and shit? Or are people just like, okay, life's getting back to normal?
You gotta know who to contact and who's, ready to get back to work and just show up with their mask on and do what they got to do.
Yeah.
And then once your production is getting rolling, the peripheral people will see, oh, okay, something's going on. Things are getting back to normal.
Good. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a special, and I'm doing a new TV show with Dean Edwards. You know him?
Really?
Keep me posted. I'd love to see that. I love stand-up.
Yeah, there you go. Boom.
We're fighting like you to get back. Like that, I was saying earlier, and I don't know your thoughts on it, but like I feel...
This money's real.
It's not real. It's fake. And my mother...
I think both of you are wrong. It's in my wallet.
All money is fake.
I'll tell you what makes it resonate with me.
Give me your money. Give me your money.
My wallet's in the other room because we got a black guy and I didn't want it in the same room. No, I'll tell you what resonates with me iNTeLL like years ago when I was a much younger man, your age even. I backpacked through Europe and this was before the Euro. And
Sweet.
every time you go to another country, which is the Giro, we had Giros, and every time you go to another country, which is like here moving to a different state, they give you new money and you get so much different looking paper. By the time you get home, it's just all paper, and it really makes you realize it's not real. And people fucking drive themselves in.
I got the opportunity to go to Europe when I was 17. My parents sent me part of an educational trip. And I had that realization too, because I was like, yo, this looks like Monopoly money.
Yeah, that's exactly, yes. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Keep going, kid. But that's it's like you looked at it like, what is this shit in my hand? And it really, it's like a switch. And you hope it clicks for everyone. But once it does, you really don't care. Now, I mean, now let me ask you this. How do you feel? Because I don't want to get political, but like I was saying now as an artist, I'm more, this is a better way to put it. I'm more frustrated now than I was 4 months ago. Because when this started, like, we didn't know anything. And you, of course, you got a young kid like 4 months ago. It's still young, and you got to be like, I'm not fucking around with this. But now we see what's going on. And young, healthy people, much like yourself, and even like me, dude, like young, healthy people, we know that if the best defense is a healthy immune system, but they keep trying to make this political, I believe, whether you believe that or not. And they're taking work from us. They're taking, like, between you and me, between the laughter that the comedians spread and the pure joy you get from music, which is more, I think, instinctual for joy than even comedy. I feel like they're withholding that from people. I really do. And sure, you can fucking, and I'm getting to a point here, this is a Gino question, and I'm sure they could listen to your live shows, your online shows, but there's something about live performance where you feel the give and take of energy from your fans. Am I wrong?
Absolutely.
And that...
It's irreplaceable. It's irreplaceable.
It's irreplaceable. God, this kid's much more well-spoken than me. Why isn't he sitting here and I'm in Staten Island getting drunk?
To add on to what you were saying, man, they want to pay us to stay home and just watch content and the content that they want us to watch, man.
Yeah.
It's getting real spooky out here, man.
Okay.
Well, dude, I'm really, I can't pay you a better compliment than your writing is fantastic. You have some great lyrics. And
Who's speaking with?
This is our tech guy. Just ignore him, Intel. He's just
How's
eating
the connection good?
This is Intel from second generation
Fantastic.
Wu.
Hey, Intel, first time, long time. Is
Yes.
connection good?
Yes, fantastic.
You got good internet. Who are you using over there,
Better,
Verizon?
better than some of the verses.
What?
Better than some of the beginning verses that the rappers are doing.
Now, excuse me 1 minute, Intel. Watch this. You say you're a big fan of his. Name one of his songs, tech guy. This is our tech.
Hoo-ha, got you all in check.
I think that's a lyric from his dad's song.
ASAP Rocky gonna hit that bitch.
Speaking of my dad, he's got a new podcast out on Spotify called Raw. Check it out; it's phenomenal.
I love it.
How's Dad and the rest of his band, the rest of the guys doing? Well, the
They're
living
doing
ones.
great, man. I think everything is coming up Woo. Even through coronavirus, they found a way to flip that. And with the documentary, the show on Hulu coming for a second season, which I'm in the first season, by the way. Check it out, episodes 3 and 9.
I have a question for utility.
I think they're having a great resurgence, and that helps to usher in second generation Wu as well.
Tell me. Oh wait, I had a question, but I want. Did you
I
say?
had a question.
Okay.
Intel, how many slices of pizza would you eat in one sitting?
It's not an important question. He doesn't need.
When
to
I was
answer that.
young and fat, like 4, but now 1.5.
You were never young. Were you young and fat?
Excuse me
Intel?
1 minute.
I was because
Excuse
I
me.
also have asthma, so all the medication that they were pumping me full of, I gained. I was like 13 years old. I was like 250. It's crazy.
No, perfect.
Could you not use that word, fat?
I'm sorry. I was
It's really
pleasantly rounded.
come on, man.
Now
I
watch
was
it.
In 2020, I can hear that.
I
Corporate.
was very
Come on.
plumpified. I was cylindrically heavy.
Chew your food. I have a question. I'm sorry, Intel. He's like that. I love this kid. Look, but you said. Oh, excuse me. All right, we're talking here.
I'm gonna call you names, Intel.
Intel. So you're
I like your
saying
tie.
you could just talk over.
Oh, the
Intel. So
sausage.
you.
Ah.
All right.
I like your tie.
I'm good. Sorry
So
about that.
Intel, what you're telling me, watch this, and this gets back into what I'm saying about the best defense against this for all the shit they want to lock us down with and make us inside and feel unhealthy. It sounds to me like you had asthma, which was one of the ones to be concerned with. But it sounds like you're like, look, I'm done with fucking the meds and the fucking not healthcare system,
I have
but all
asthma too,
the
obviously.
fucking all organized meds they want to put me on. And you just got you look great. You got yourself healthy, right? You got off these fucking meds that fucking go on.
Yeah, so just over time, I guess when I hit puberty, the asthma started to secede, and then I got into sports, and then just sports and a healthy diet. Eventually I was able to lose the weight.
And asthma helped me succeed too.
How much do you weigh, tech guy? You're on your 5th slice of pizza.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, those
I weigh
those
315.
suspenders look stressed.
Hey. Intel.
Speaking of things to laugh at, tell me you don't make fun of. Okay, well, let's play a game. Hey, tech guy, let's play a game. You want to do a little trivia game? Don't tell him this, Intel.
Certainly. I can name more rap lyrics.
Okay.
I'm down with other people's parts.
This is Intel. He's the son of you, God, and I know you're a big Wu-Tang first generation.
Sure.
Powers is it pronounced Power? PXWER? Forgive my stupidity, Intel. Is it Power?
Yeah, that's Meth Son.
Okay, that's son of Method Man. Sun God is the son of Ghostface Killer. What is the name of the son of the late old don't tell him, Intel. What is the name of the son of the late old dirty bastard?
What is the name of the son of the late old dirty bastard? Now I know him because I remember he did a song with Mariah Carey.
No.
Carey. Old dirty
I
bastard.
just love how much
kicking up
Intel
soul.
is enjoying this. You're making my
Mariah
day
Cannon.
watching this kid laugh.
His name is Young Dirty Bastard
That is
for the win.
dumbest
Yay!
name, and please tell me.
Beep. You've won another slice of pizza. Da 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 da.
Tell me you don't make
Da 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 da.
Enjoy.
Do, 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 do,
Tell
do,
me
do,
you don't make fun of that, Intel. You can't come up with young dirty bastard, really?
I call him YDB.
You down with YDB?
That I
Yeah,
like.
you
I do
know
like
me.
YDB.
Flows off the tongue a little better, smoother.
I got a question.
Garrett's
Our
got a
good
question.
friend Garrett, the funny one here. Yeah,
Were
Garrett.
you able to hear the one-off Wu-Tang album that they sold to one person?
No, unfortunately not. But I did hear all of Method Man's contributions to that album, and it is his contributions
I have
are
a question,
absolutely.
Intel.
I follow up.
Okay.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
And they're allowed to try to steal the album back. Have you heard of any plans of them trying to get it back?
I didn't know they were, but I hope they do because I want to hear it.
Yeah.
And I hope
Intel.
that's
Me
successful.
and you could
On
go
some
steal it
Ocean's
together.
11 meets Wu-Tang shit.
Exactly. All right, cool. Thanks.
I have a question.
What is it, tech guy?
I forgot because Garrett put his hand up. Fuck. I want to be part of the team. Hang on. You, Oh, you, remember, remember Method Man and Redman made that comedy movie where they smoke a whole bunch of drugs?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
I
I was
like
in junior high
drugs.
school when that came out.
What was the name of it?
How High?
How High. So good.
I
Also,
actually got a chance to hold the script. It was amazing.
do you
They
remember?
left a lot of great shit out.
Yeah. Do you remember Method Man also used to like host comedy shows at Caroline's with Talent the Comedian and other people, and they would go to Caroline's and on Broadway, and Method Man would be there?
I don't remember that.
Maybe
Might have
before
been
your
too
time.
young for that.
Maybe you mentally blocked it out, Intel.
I
Maybe
used to go there. It was awesome. Well, who's your favorite comedian? Please say Dave Chappelle. Please say Dave Chappelle.
you don't have to answer. I'm kidding.
It is Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, me too. This is
it is.
amazing. Who? Okay, if it
I
was
also
second,
like, oh man, who was I just watching the other day?
Aaron Berg.
I can't remember. What's
Hannah
his name?
Gatsby?
Jim
Hannah
Jeffries.
Gatsby?
Jim
Hilarious.
Jeffries. I feel
Jim
like Jim
Jeffries is
Jeffries.
funny.
He used to be a lot funnier, and now I feel like he got kind of tamed by Comedy Central. But his
That's
old
true.
specials, like I used
I
to
think
watch.
he might have got tamed by his family or sobriety.
Yeah, maybe, but
Intel.
But
I'll
I
tell
don't
you
know.
this.
Like his old, if you're watching his old shit, like I've seen that, I think that's
yeah,
fucking.
the first two were hilarious.
He does a joke where he talks about South Africans, and he's like, because they're racist. He's like South Africans. He's like, if you don't know what a South African sounds like, imagine me talking, but while I'm talking, I'm punching a black person in the face. It's like because they're just racist
Whoa!
garbage.
Oh, they're just the worst people on the planet.
Hey, how do you feel? Speaking of artists, because how do you
Still
feel about
hungry?
all this Nick Cannon shit that's going on? Like I just saw
thank
like
you.
he like
Jeez.
pissed off a bunch of Jews and got fired or
Second
something.
lunch is
Yeah,
here. Just
I
everybody.
didn't really read too much into it, but everyone knows you don't piss off the Jews, man. Like I don't got no problem with the Jews, and I got Jewish friends, and
Yeah.
I mean, I do believe he's allowed to speak his mind, but you got to take the consequences that come with that. And he's
That's
ready to
But
go
he
forward,
did,
so,
like,
I mean,
like I'll give him props. I was reading today. He
Oh, wanna
did.
give him
He just
props
came out and
there,
said, "Look,
Whitey?
he's like, I don't have a hatred for anyone. If you know me, you know." I love when guys do that. Like, he's like, "Look, I don't have a hatred for anyone. If you know me, you know me." And he literally basically said, "Look, if you think I'm racist, don't be my fucking friend." You know,
Right.
I love
Right,
when
I'm
people
not.
do that shit. Are you okay? How much pizza you gonna eat, tech guy? We're doing a show. We got a fucking big star, and you're on fifth slice of
Intel
pizza.
gets it. This
you
guy
got to
gets
save
it.
some for the crew, man.
Intel, if pizza shows up, you're gonna fucking eat it, right?
I mean, I know talent eats first, but goddamn.
Thank you.
Oh my God! All
Intel,
right.
quick question.
Yeah.
How many kids would you like to have in a perfect world?
In a perfect world, I'm
One
gonna
more
keep
kid?
popping them out until I'm gone.
I want to have kids. one
I'm
day.
talking about like Genghis Khan style, man. I'm just
Really?
trying to be spread across the planet forever, man.
He's fucking sowing some
Do
seeds.
you know where I could meet a lady?
Church,
Church.
Wow, he's a good
a lot of
kid.
good women, a lot of good women there.
All right. let me
The more
finish
he
up this
talks,
pizza
the more
and
I
I'll Google
realize he's
church.
better than anyone. Why is he even talking? Yeah, I think that's another
This is
thing.
wrong.
That's another thing they're trying to take
This
from
is
us. Religion.
wrong.
They don't want us to. Excuse me, 1 minute, Intel. Are you going to put that whole piece in your mouth? We're talking God.
Wrong.
Like, don't you feel that's another
I'm
thing
saying
they tried
it's
to
mine. Stay away from it. I'm taking a break,
Yeah.
so I'm leaving it in my mouth.
take? They're
Is that
trying to
is that
take
a
our.
pizza bagel?
Huh?
Fuck is
What'd you
is that a
say?
whole calzone?
No, just a slice of pizza.
It's a cow zone.
A cow zone. Anywhere he parks is he parks
call me
in
a
a cow
cow?
zone. There you go. He likes that.
He's having a good time, this
It's
fella.
great.
Bad. I like coming by at 2 o'clock. I don't know. Those radio guys are bitching
yeah,
about
they're trying to turn us into a totalitarian state. So
Yeah.
they're moving away from capitalistic to totalitarian.
feel this
So
affecting-
let's get the fuck out of here while we can.
Yeah, do you feel this affecting your writing? Do you think this will surface in some of your new album, your new fucking songs? Forgive me.
You know what's fucking hilarious? I've been saying this to my people. Is it's like
This fat guy eating pizza. That's fucking hilarious. No, back to you. I'm kidding.
Everybody's
Brushing
talking. Oh my
my
god,
teeth with the
pizza
crust.
toothbrush. Pizza toothbrush. That I love that. That's
What
a
is fucking
meme,
hilarious?
like,
I'm sorry, Intel. I do want to hear this. I apologize.
what do you call it? Everybody's making music right now about the revolution, and I put out a fucking song called Legacy Drip where I'm like talking about like, you know, my aspirations, and it's real personal and shit. So I just find that, like, you know, it's affecting me where I'm like, yo, now that y'all are talking about that, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And I don't feel like I have to talk about social injustice, or I have to talk about race, or I have to talk about religion or politics. Now I feel like I can really just truly let the art come as it comes. Because the rest of the world is now woke the fuck up and in tune to what's going on and what I've been rapping about for 15 years and what others have been rapping about. So now we are kind of free to do different shit.
That's great. So it's almost like you're so
He's
confident
ahead of
in
his time.
What's that?
He's ahead of his time.
He's so confident in who he is and what he's saying that he's like, look, people are woke. I don't need to fucking it's almost like the prophet says your ears will open when you're ready to listen, and you feel the people are ready, and you don't need to fucking poke them anymore. If you're paying attention,
Sleepy after all that pizza.
Shut up, fatty. So you're basically saying you know you're in the right position to get your message out there. That's great. That's great. That's a brilliantly confident thing to say, man.
Thank you.
Anything else we need to say to this kid, or should we let him get back to parenting and stuff?
I mean, unless you guys want to order dessert.
We're not getting dessert. You've
Okay.
eaten enough.
All right. Well, I had a great time with him. I'm very excited, iNTeLL. I'll listen to some of your music. I'll probably
Yeah.
download it for free because I'm an internet guy.
I listen on Spotify. The
That's
album
fine.
Second Generation
Where's the
Wu,
best place to listen
70G.
to it?
Let's play Spotify, type in Second Generation Wu or Legacy Drip. Follow me at gftd.intell, INTELL.
I have
Hey.
a question.
Me.
iNTeLL. Everybody thought I was done with
Amazing.
pizza. I had this in my pocket.
iNTeLL, when the world opens back up again, if you're ever in Manhattan, we're right in Midtown, 35th and 7th. Drop by, hang out with us.
Absolutely. Anytime. Keep in touch.
And whatever
I'll
you're
put the
doing,
guys.
and everything you're doing, keep doing it. Your energy is incredible, and you're just
Thank you,
the
brother.
voice
Thank
the
you.
world needs right now. Okay.
You just
Yes, I salute you.
Later, young man. Stay in school. What is he?
Yeah.
11? This kid's like 11 years old.
I did great.
He did. Oh, that kid was
first
great.
interview.